if we look at people who start off with low-income family backgrounds, parents are low income, we take the bottom 20% of parents, we look at what happened to the children once they finish education, entered work, and are well into their working lives. Where did they end up? If everything was equal, in other words, if we all had equal abilities and if backgrounds and everything associated with our backgrounds played no role in what happens in life, then the chance of you ending up in the bottom 20, the next 20, the middle 20, or the top 20 will be equal. We'll be all distributed 20% in each quintile of society, if everything was equal. But everything is not equal. There is the lottery of birth. And in every society, your background is associated not just with your abilities, but a culture around your background, in every society. And what has been seen in most advanced societies, for reasons that are not fully understood, is that in the last 20 years especially, people who are better off are not just giving more resources to their kids, but they're just putting a lot more time and effort into their kids for reasons that are not fully understood. Everyone else in society is trying to do the best for their kids, as they have always done, but for some reason, those at the top are just putting even more effort into helping their kids succeed, starting very early and through life. That's society, and those are the natural workings of society. So we can't help those natural workings of society. It's true everywhere in the world. But we want to give the best chance for someone who starts off with a low-income background or middle-income background to move up. Make sure it remains a fluid society. Now look at the data. If you look at the US, basically what this shows is that for those who start off within the bottom 20, only 7.5% of them, that's about 1 in 15, 1 in 14, 1 in 14 make it into the top 20%. If everything was equal, 20% of them would be in the top 20%. But in fact, only 7.5% make it in the top 20%. And this is now widely acknowledged in the US. They used to think of themselves as a place with considerably more mobility than Europe. Actually, it has not been the case for decades. The UK is not very different. Very little mobility. Poverty today is poverty tomorrow. It's entrenched. The Scandinavian economies are somewhat better, so about 10% to 12% of those who start off in the lower income group end up in the top quintile, the top 20%. And Canada is doing much better than the United States, side by side, but they've got a different system, less entrenched social barriers, and they're doing somewhat better. Singapore, for those who start off in the bottom 20%, 14% end up in the top 20%.